The potato salad was my mother's recipe. That's the kind of detail you remember, not because it matters, but because your brain latches onto the harmless thing while the other thing is still happening. She'd made it the night before. Dill pickles. A little too much mustard. My son Leo had 3 bites before he lost interest and started kicking his legs under the picnic table. He was 4. His sneakers had dinosaurs on them. The left one lit up when he kicked. Leo, feet down, I said. He put them down, then forgot, then kicked again. My mother wiped her mouth with a paper napkin. Not impatiently. Carefully, like she was setting down a tool she'd finished using. Next time, she said, "Don't bring the kid." She did not look at Leo when she said it. She looked at me. That was the part that landed. Not the cruelty, but the assumption that I would agree. That she was doing me a favor, naming something we both supposedly knew. The table had 11 people at it. My sister and her husband, 2 of their kids older staring at phones, an uncle who'd driven 3 hours, my father who was already reaching for more ribs, and my oldest daughter Maya, who had been quiet all afternoon. No one said anything. Not my sister, who cried for an hour when a teacher was unfair to her own child. Not my father, who I had watched defend strangers in grocery store parking lots. Not me. That's the part I will carry. Not what my mother said. What I didn't say, Leo had stopped kicking. He was looking at me. His mouth was slightly open. He didn't understand the words exactly, but he understood the shape of them, the way everyone went still. The way his grandmother looked at his mother like he was a package that had arrived by mistake. I opened my mouth, closed it. Something in my chest was folding. The way a box collapses when you cut the wrong tape. I could feel the rebuttals lining up behind my teeth. He's 4, Mom. He's not doing anything wrong. But they felt theoretical. Like lines from a play I hadn't rehearsed. Then Maya pushed her chair back. The legs scraped concrete. A long, slow sound. Every head turned. She didn't stand up. She just pushed the chair far enough that she wasn't at the table anymore. Her hands were flat on her thighs. She looked at my mother the way you look at a stop sign, not angry, just reading it. "Say that again," Maya said. My mother laughed, a small laugh. A "you're being dramatic" laugh. Maya waited. The silence changed. It wasn't the awkward kind anymore. It was the kind where people stopped chewing. My uncle put down his fork. My sister's husband looked at his wife. My father did not reach for more ribs. My mother said, "I'm just saying, I know what you were saying," Maya said. Her voice was quiet, almost gentle. That was worse, somehow. "Say it again, out loud, so everyone hears it twice." My mother looked around the table. For the first time in my life, I saw her look for an ally and find none. My sister was staring at her plate. My father was staring at his hands. The uncle had his arms crossed. Maya did not raise her voice. She did not call anyone names. She did not threaten. She just sat there, 19 years old, her hair pulled back in a ponytail, and she waited, and my mother folded, not dramatically. She picked up her fork. She said, "Oh, for heaven's sake, nobody can take a joke anymore." And she started eating. That was it. No apology. No acknowledgement. No one clapped or gave speeches. My father cleared his throat and asked about the traffic on the way down. My sister started talking about summer camp registration. The table exhaled. Leo kicked his feet again. The dinosaur sneaker lit up. Maya looked at me just for a second. Not with pity, not with disappointment, just a look that said, "I saw. It's okay. But don't ask me to pretend I didn't." I reached over and put my hand on her wrist. She let it stay there. My mother finished her potato salad. She did not look at Leo for the rest of the afternoon. And when we packed up the car, Maya carried him to his car seat. She buckled him in. She kissed the top of his head. "You're fine," she said to him. "You're exactly fine." I drove home. The sun was low. Leo fell asleep in 5 minutes. Maya stared out the window. I thought about all the times I had been silent, all the small cruelties I had smoothed over. All the times I told myself she doesn't mean it, or she's from a different generation, or it's not worth the fight. And I thought about my daughter who had been watching, who had learned, somewhere, that you do not owe silence to people who mistake niceness for weakness. She didn't save the day. She didn't fix my mother. She just said 2 words and waited, and the whole table went quiet. Not because she was loud, because she was still.